Hi guys. Today's Wednesday, February 4th. I think February 4th. I'm on my way to work and I'm going to do today's thoughts in a different car today because of the snow. We still have a bunch of snow on the ground. It's been a little bit since I've, done one. I've had a couple of people ask me, where are your dailies? It's been a little hard. I don't exactly know what I should be talking about with all this stuff that's going on in the world. I have a lot of young followers. And some of the stuff that's going on in the world is not really appropriate for young viewers, but I also want people to be aware of what's happening and what kind of state that our country is in, and the world is in. And I, as an American, apologize to anyone out there who, is from anywhere else but America and you can't understand why we're going through this right now. I'm with you. I do believe there was a lot of interference, with our democracy. There's a lot of false things out there. There's a lot of, bots that post a lot of things, on Facebook to get people believing certain things. I'm sure that I've believed things that were not true before. And I say to the kids all the time at school, if you know better, do better. And sometimes you don't know better, and that's okay. I understand that. We're in a place where there's so much information. It's hard to tell what's truthful, what's not truthful, what's real. So you really do have to wade through a lot of stuff. I understand that, to figure things out. I want all the young people out there to stay aware, listen. I always tell kids you can't hear when your mouth's going. You can't listen. So keep your mouth closed, your ears open, pay attention to things. Anyway, I did, today's thoughts the other day, and it was about TikTok and how I think that you should not be on TikTok anymore. That's a different one. I still may publish that. I'm not sure. At this point, I just think, what's the use? What's the use? People are going to believe you or not believe you, and that's up to them. But it's a difficult situation right now. So many people want to stay home and not go out and be around other people. Things are weird. It's hard right now for a lot of people. All this stuff is going on in the government and these people who are doing ungodly things. So if you are a godly person, there's some people out there doing some really terrible, heinous things, and they are in charge of us. And here we go to work every day, to school every day, and, gotta go make the money so that they can take our taxes, and then they take all of our money and they blow it on trips to islands and, taking pretty much whatever they want from anyone they want. And it's heartbreaking. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but I am sickened to think of those girls being treated like that, and those old faces of those men burned into their memory. Some of them, that was the last memory they had, was that old guy on top of them, torturing them. And it's heartbreaking to me that anyone has to go through that, let alone hundreds of these people and these girls. And it's disgusting that people think that their needs come above everybody else's needs and that they can take whatever they want because they have money. And it's true. So now I even believe more strongly that there should not be billionaires. this happens. When you have too much money and you have people throwing things in your face, it's the same with drugs. Same with, all kinds of privileges these people have. And it's not enough. They need more torture. Anyway, it's a tough subject for me to talk about. I don't think I could talk about anything else in today's thoughts. That's what's on my mind. All this stuff, and how many people still back them and you're protecting them. How many of you have children? Would it be different? Yeah, it would be different if it was your own. Well, that's terrible that you're not thinking of those other people. We need to get these people out of public office. They need to stop using our tax money to fund their little projects. Anyway, I apologize. It's a heavy subject. All my young kids, I'm sorry. I try to keep it as clean as I could. Do your research. There's lots of it. And it's hard for me to get through, but I also feel like I need to get through it for those people, for the victims. You can't just ignore this anymore. You can't ignore it. We can't. And I want to thank all of the men who are speaking up on YouTube and outraged as much as I am, because if we didn't have those men sticking up for us and they kind of jumped on the bandwagon to do all this too, we would all be in danger. All of us. So thank you for people who are speaking out. It's just absolutely devastating what we're going through. I've never in my life dreamed that this would be happening in America, of all places. So I just want to say to the world and please, know that it's not all of us that are doing this. I don't know how this happened, but we need to correct it, and it needs to be today, not tomorrow, before they take someone else. Anyway, on that somber note, happy hump day, Wednesday. I'm going into school now to work 6 hours with the youth of our town. And I got to put a brave face on, and I just wish that more people could be honest with themselves, with their kids, with their families, with their husbands, with their grandpas who are doing this. Anyway, enough about that. I will talk to you guys later. I've got to go into work. Peace out. Try to have a good day, and I'll try to post another one when I feel good enough to talk about it. And anyway, peace out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.